I actually hope the male loneliness crisis ends with us dying out as a human race. Because I just got back from a date with the most mid-looking man you can imagine, and I walked the fuck out. And the reason I walked out is because, well, for one, he talks while he chews. He was like smacking the entire time. He had ordered food by the time I got there, which I just find like etiquette-wise is very rude. Like, at least tell me if you're gonna order. Like, I wasn't that late. I was like 5-10 minutes late. So like there was no reason for you to be in that much of a rush. By the time I sat down, he's like mid-bite, like da-da-da-da. Not attracted to him off rip, but I was just like, whatever, like, let's go with the day. He could be cool, you know, you don't ever know. This man, after like basically not asking me a single question and not making any conversation, I started to like wrap the date up because my time is valuable, and it's like, if we can tell that we're not getting along, like, let's go. So I made up an excuse and said I had to leave. Why does this man turn around and was like, oh, you didn't put your gender on Hinge? And I was like, why are you asking me that? Like, what are you talking about? And I was like, yeah, I did. Like, you kind of have to, but like, why are you bringing that up? More importantly, like, why are you asking me that? He was like, look, I don't judge and I accept all kinds of people, but kind of like saying that I should have disclosed my trans status. I'm not trans. And it was just crazy because I'm like, you're ugly as like, what? I don't even take this as an insult. I just think he was doing it to bait me because like I was leaving the date early. So I think he was trying to like, you know, say something that he thought would like get under my skin. I was just like, yeah, you guys are lonely because you're losers. This is natural evolution. And I actually hope that nobody ever procreates with some of y'all because you do not deserve to have a replica.
I think that was a little mean what she had to say at the end. I'm gonna be honest with you, that was a little mean. But I do want to comment on some of the stuff she said in this video because the way she is talking is like everything he did was based on what she did. And I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think he said what he said to her because he was trying to get in her skin or because she was leaving. Because based on the whole date, it didn't seem like he was really feeling you anyway. He said he barely said a word to you, wasn't asking you any questions, didn't try to make any conversation. That typically means they're not interested. So I don't think this man ever had interest in you. So I don't think he was upset that you were leaving. What I believe, and this is just my belief, is that he really thought you could have been a man. And the reason I say that is because you do kind of have a deeper, raspy voice. You have a bigger face, you know, bigger hands. And because of all the wigs and the makeup, you really can't tell what is what nowadays. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when I first saw the video, I was thinking that could be a possibility as well. I'm not saying you look like a man. I'm just saying the way things are now, I wouldn't have been shocked if you were a man. That's what I'm saying. So I believe there could have been a chance that that man thought the same thing. Now, I do think the way he worded it was funny when he said you didn't put your gender in the app, but I don't think he just pulled that out of nowhere, which would explain why he didn't say a word to you, because he was probably trying to figure out why is there a grown man wearing a wig sitting across from me at the dinner table. And I'm saying that to say sometimes people are just being genuine and we take that as them being mean. The man even said he wasn't judging you and he wasn't mad, he just wished you would have been upfront with him when he thought that could have been the case. So I don't think this dude was being malicious, I just think he was being honest. Now you can sit there and have a vendetta against all men because of what that man said. I mean, who am I to tell you what to do? But I do not believe it is what you're saying it was. I'm pretty sure if I had a chance to interview this man, he would be saying something totally different. Like, I definitely don't believe you were 5 or 10 minutes late and he started eating his food. I'm thinking you probably showed up a little later than that because most people aren't going to order their food if you're only 5 minutes late. Now, I could be wrong on that, but I'm just saying in most situations, people are not going to do that. And I just want to say all this male loneliness stuff that you're talking about, lady, there's just as many lonely women out there as there are men. So y'all can stop trying to make it a bad thing. A lot of those men are choosing to be that way. And with you making videos like this, talking about men the way you're talking about them, you are making them look pretty damn smart. I'm just saying.
There are men that are looking for good women, yeah, and looking to be married and everything. Yeah. And I think that we just need to know that, understand that. Because it is out there. And there's a man right now that's going to throw a breakup because a woman hurt him. Yeah. Not he hurt her, you know?
So you think there's men out here that's looking for a good woman in a marriage?
Yes.
Absolutely. And you think that they are a good man?
Yes. I think that a lot of men are yearning for good women. Because a good woman is not just a woman that's beautiful or a successful woman. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that. So many of us are beautiful and successful and all those things, but it's deeper than that. A spiritual aligned woman, a woman that knows who she is, a woman that is coming to also be a servant. You know what I mean?
Come on, a helpmate.
You know, exactly.
A helpmate.
So
that's going to add value to your life.
And multiply.
Yes.
A good woman will help you multiply anything that you touch. Mm-hmm.
A good woman going to turn your dreams and help you make your dreams reality. Yeah. She going to birth something in you.
Yes. She gonna be an inspiration.
Yep.
Now that's some real talk right there. There are a lot of men out there who would be willing or looking to get married if there were more women who had this mindset. Because women like this would actually bring something to a relationship. They're not going to just stand there with their hands out hoping that you give them the world. They understand what they are there to do. And I love what she said about just because you're pretty or successful, that doesn't make you a good woman. Because that is something us men have been screaming for the longest. That's just not how that works. I know a lot of y'all believe that. Y'all get on social media, get a bunch of likes, bunch of heart eyes, so you think that makes you a good woman, but it doesn't. That just makes you a good looking woman. That's all that is. And the reason why there are a lot of men out there who have issues with women is because they fell for that trap. They end up going after one of those chicks who were good looking, but they weren't a good woman, and it ended badly, and now they have an issue with women. This is why I say, fellas, we have to start thinking with our big head, not our little head. Because if you out there picking women based on their looks and their looks alone, life is going to be rough for you. I'm just being honest with you. But I love what these ladies are talking about. There are some men out there, good men out there, who want to be in a relationship, who want to share a life with somebody, but a lot of what is being presented out there to us men, it makes it really hard for the men to want to do that right now at this point in time. And I know there are some men out there who don't think there's any good women left. I'm not one of those men. I absolutely believe there are some good women out there. They are just very, very hard to find. You got to really dig and search for them because those women don't go on trees.
That's for damn sure.
I'm always telling men how we got to choose better. And when I say that, I'm not just talking about those big things. I'm talking about those little things you got to pay attention to. So when you hear it, you get the hell up out of there. Y'all check this out.
I just popped because it was the 99.9 men thing. So with that, I already know what comes. It's always going to be like, yeah, men cheat, men this, men that. And I just hate being part of the, like, you know, the stereotypes and all that. So that was one thing.
But y'all do, though.
See? That's
Y'all
it.
do. Y'all are cheaters. Y'all.
Your man called her out and she just came out with it. She wasn't even trying to hide it. This man just dodged a huge bullet because she was going to be a nightmare. She was never going to trust you. She wasn't going to believe anything you had to say. You were always going to be in a position where you have to prove to her who you are and that you're different. And I don't know about you, but ain't nobody got time for that. There's a bunch of men who don't cheat. If she keep choosing cheaters, that's on her. There are a bunch of men out there who know how to be faithful. And if she believes just because she's had those bad experiences with a few men that all men are going to do that, your life is going to be hell. It's just what it is. You will never be free. It doesn't matter how many times you prove to her that you're not a cheater. At one point, it's going to come back up again and she's going to think you're cheating. It's just how they're built. A lot of you men will hear a woman say something like, all men ain't about this, all men ain't about that, or all men are cheaters. And y'all will still date them because they fine. Well, just be prepared to be stressed the hell out because that's what's going to happen when you deal with a woman like that. And I always make this point when you're dealing with somebody who has severe trust issues. If they think all men cheat, it will then justify the reason for them to cheat. So they won't have any conscience when they go out there and cheat on you because they think you're cheating on them. So y'all can do what y'all want to do, but I'm telling you, when you hear women talk like this, run. Do not pass go. Do not get $200. You get the hell up out of there because it will not end well for you. If you're trying to smash and dash, fine. But if you're trying to hang around and wife her up, your life will be hell. So it is what it is. Women love bragging about how they cheat better than men. Now, it's quite disturbing that they brag about that, but that's not even my point. My point is, it is total BS. And I'm about to show you exactly what I mean. Check this out.
Do you realize that I've been having an affair?
So she was upset with him. She was in her emotions. So she told on herself, okay? But that's nothing. Check this out.
Every Thursday, me and your brother, Hank, we get together and we
She told on the brother too. She snitched on the brother. Now, dude's brother is a POS, but that is not the point of this video. She snitched on him. She blew the whole operation up because she was in her feelings. The reason why women get away with cheating more than men is because y'all always snitching on somebody. Y'all worse than an informant. Y'all always texting some girl or hitting her up in her DMs, telling her how you've been sleeping with her man and going up to her job, harassing her, leaving some kind of breadcrumbs at his house to get him caught up. You women are the reason why men are always getting caught. And in most situations, y'all don't have that problem because men will sit there and just play their position for the rest of their lives if you let them. But not these women. These women are going to snitch on you. And to make it even worse, when they do cheat on you and they want you to know about it, they want to see your pain. They want to see your anger.
Are you gonna say anything? Are you gonna get angry?
Some of these women are so sick in the head, they're not happy about the situation unless you snap on them. But don't fall for it, fellas. The last thing you want to do is get cheated on, then have to go to prison. That's not the answer. But the point of the video, it's your emotions that be getting these men caught up. Y'all can deny it all y'all want, but we know the truth. Now, I'm not condoning any of this. If you're in a relationship, you need to be faithful. But the fact is, there are people who cheat, but you're not gonna sit there and act like men are just stupid and we can't do anything right. No, it be these women out here blowing up more spots than the terrorists. I'm just saying.